It's crazy. It really is wild.
And some places have egg and cheese for $13.
Oh, they do. They do. It's more. It's more. The coffee shops are more than actual food.
Across the bridge. If you want to see a performance.
It's so great to have all of our friend groups together, and I'm so happy to see everybody having a great time and getting along so well. It makes my heart so fucking happy. Thank you guys so much.
Why it's so hard to live life in your 20s and not necessarily New York, but just in this current state, and like why is like no one honest? Like why is like the truth just no one lives in their truth? I think we're also exhausted because we can't really have like relationships with people or like authentic. It's hard to have authentic relationships with people because everyone is obviously tired, obviously living under capitalism, but also like no one's working on themselves.
I think no one is working on themselves because of how pervasive capitalism is. It kind of takes a lot of your time. It drains you. It exhausts you. It depletes you. It just takes and takes and takes. And there's only so much time and resources you can give to something that is just like kind of the gist of it is to just consume and take a hold of you to the point where everything that you can only give it attention. And I think it makes us worse off as people because we're not having the time to like cultivate, relationships and things of that sort, spend time with friends.
I hear a lot about people saying how your 20s are the hard years and then your 30s and your like 40s are when you're established and everything is kind of like figured out. So I guess it's like the growing pain stage. I think this is like your prime years, and it's like, why do the prime years have to be the struggle years? But taking it day by day.
I
don't subscribe to like there's designated slots for when you're supposed to live, there's no designated spots of how you're meant to live your life, because like what if you're meant to live till you're 28 and then I don't get to enjoy my 30s or I don't get to enjoy my 40s, like to try to like even like retirement age, like being like you'll finally enjoy life and not working when you're like 60 or wherever they're trying to move it to. And it's just kind of like everyone's life is different. Like there's no guarantee that like a zombie apocalypse is not going to come next week. So like it's just based off. I think it's like annoying for like just people to be like so resistant to change, or like the people who are like in power to be resistant to change, because change is like a natural thing.
It's a way of life.
It's like always gonna happen. Like your body always changes, like your life is always changing.
Changes.
The plants in your house are changing. It's just like really just like tiring, and I'm like burnt out.
You get burned out, exhausted. And I think capitalism has kind of programmed us or even brainwashed us into thinking there's comfort in sameness, in conformity.
People can't dream big or have imagination of like what life could actually be like. You don't have time to imagine differently. So
It's really kind of fed people that there is supposed comfort in conformity and sameness and things being like no change, and I think people have believed in it. I feel it's, it's things where people will be in, let's say, friendships with people that they obviously have outgrown, and people are very toxic to them, but they'll go back and say, oh, well, I've known this friend for decades, for years. There's no point in getting like a new friendship or ending the friendship because we've been here for this long, and might as well just keep up with it because I guess we've known each other for so long. And is that the most comfortable option then?
Since 2013, when this all started as an idea.
Yeah, I feel like in this moment of my life, I feel like I can't really give too much in my relationships because I'm just on a low frequency of like energy. So that's why I try to see people less and less. So yeah, because you do want to, I do want to be my full self when I'm like hanging out with people and like going out, and it's just like kind of impossible when you're like low on the funds and then you're also low on energy. I just don't have energy to like give. And I feel like I know when to cut people off, which is good. I know when to like not see somebody too much, which is good. And like you said, keep people at a distance. How was your friendship aspects? Or do you feel like you need to like start over with friendships, or like?
I feel like with friendships, it's like having conversations with old friends more so needs to be had, and then also like kind of getting a temperature check on like where you are with certain people, and like building new connections, and kind of in a sense starting over. But it's also kind of like daunting because I feel like it's so hard to make genuine connections with people, and not just because like whatever people can't give. Yeah, it takes time, but like also just because like of my own, like I like to keep people at a distance because that's just my attachment style that I need to
avoidant.
Avoidant, not do anymore. But yeah.
Like for me, if my social battery runs out really quick, it takes me like way more time to recharge than it does to like and it's just kind of like I don't know what to do about that.
I feel like I need like to know about an event like a week before, so I'm like, okay, this is happening, so I have to like prepare my energy for it. Because like going to like an event could take me out energy wise, and I don't think that's like something that I think sometimes like maybe what you're eating is draining your energy. Like maybe there is fixes for it, but sometimes I just think people have different social batteries ingrained in them in general too.
Yeah, I feel like I can adapt quickly and be like, oh, something's happening tomorrow, I can go and do it. But like I need to like probably know the environment and like how long I'll be there,
what time it's at.
Yeah, I like a day stuff more now, so I could just get home and like,
unwind.
This would be good B-roll content. We went to a cheese party last night, a cheese club party. There's a cheese club here in New York, and they do monthly cheese club party where people cheese enthusiasts bond over different types of cheese. There was this like whey protein cheese that was caramelized that was really great, and we ate it with banana chips. I'm excited to be going out this week and whatnot. Yeah, I think I needed that. I feel like I've been in the house a little bit too much.